I watched my stepmother smile while my sister disappeared. People always ask why I never let anyone babysit my children. I tell them I'm just careful. The truth is, I learned what adults can do when nobody is watching. I was 11 when my father married Grace. My real mother had died 2 years earlier. My little sister, Ada, was only 6. At first, Grace acted kind whenever my father was home. She cooked, laughed, and called us my children. The second he left for work, everything changed. She never beat us hard enough to leave marks. She knew better than that. Instead, she gave us cold food while she ate fresh meals. She locked us outside for hours under the hot sun. If we complained, she told my father we were spoiled and ungrateful. My father believed every word. He worked long hours driving trucks between towns. By the time he got home, Grace had already cleaned the house and made us rehearse our smiles. I hated her. But Ada still tried to make her happy. One Saturday, Grace woke us before sunrise. She said we were going to collect firewood in the old forest behind our village. That wasn't strange. Everyone went there sometimes. She carried one basket. She made Ada carry the heavier one. After almost an hour, we reached a place I had never seen before. There was an old abandoned mud house with half of its roof missing. Grace stopped walking. She looked at Ada. Then she said something that still keeps me awake. If one child disappears, life becomes cheaper. I laughed because I thought it was a bad joke. Ada laughed too. Grace didn't. She grabbed Ada's arm and pushed her inside the broken house. Then she slammed the old wooden door. Ada started crying. I ran toward the door, but Grace caught me by my shirt. She whispered into my ear. If you open that door, you stay with her. I froze. I could hear Ada screaming my name. I still hear it sometimes. Grace picked up a thick stick from the ground and held it across the door so it couldn't open from inside. Then she walked away. She expected me to follow. I didn't. I waited until she disappeared between the trees. Then I pulled at the stick with everything I had. It wouldn't move. I screamed for help until my throat hurt. Nobody answered. The forest was too quiet. After what felt like forever, I heard people talking somewhere nearby. It was 3 men cutting wood. They ran over after hearing me cry. Together they forced the door open. Ada was lying on the floor. She wasn't dead. She was barely breathing. There was almost no air inside that tiny house because the windows had been blocked with old boards. The men carried her back to the village. When my father came home that night, Grace was already crying. She told everyone I had taken Ada into the forest without